quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestler.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Brady going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. Open man is Myers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jacoby Myers, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The York on now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out now come the Lions. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That is, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. from midfield. Here's Brady. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 85 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Lions now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And they're going to get this up to midfield. First down carry for Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Joseph Osai. Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham. As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes there. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they trail the visiting Ravens in that one at halftime. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. A monster game so far. Third quarter, he is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Eagles just continue to roll. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On play action, now Brady. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Open man is Uzomah. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Russell Gage. 52 yards. And the Lions are able to claw one back. York now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Rodgers now on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. This isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out. The back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 67 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year. It's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Turning into a really good performance on the road. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Rodgers throwing here. And this one is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here,
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. as we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Joe Burrow and the Minnesota Vikings.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports from the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his third season now, it's Joe Burrow.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now it's Burrow. And right away, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Kingsley Yxngforeign brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season. But rumor is, might have a few more for 2023. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He'll look to set up his blockers. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for?
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last?
Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. First down. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 28-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.